Why you should listen to your realtor.
All right, so here's what I'm dealing with right now. So I have a couple friends who hired me to sell their house. No problem in this market. Anytime you're thinking about selling your home, you need to figure out where you're going to land if you're going to jump from where you're at right now. That's always the first thing we need to figure out is where are we going? Where is our target? So I was hired to sell their house. Before we did anything, got under contract, I stuck them with my preferred lender who was going to run their credit, see, what they could afford after closing, with what down payment, at what interest rate, all the important stuff that goes into getting into your next investment. And there was a system glitch, and we could have waited a few days for that to work out, and I wish that they would have. But we're very much a society that's programmed for instant gratification, and so they got frustrated and they switched lenders to someone who I've never heard of and they've never even heard of. But they're like, these people, they said they can do it. Okay, so many mistakes were made throughout the loan process, which cost us time. And the day before closing, we hear from the lender that this file cannot close because the loan has been denied. I tried to personally get a hold of the financial institutions. That way, they could tell me just general reasons. They can't tell me specifics, but they can tell me general reasons. And the institution refused to speak with me. When I told them that we need to either figure out how we can get this fixed through their institution or I'm going to take them elsewhere, they recommended that we go elsewhere. And it wasn't that friendly when they said it. So I pulled them out of that institution. I put them back with my original lender. It was like handing him an old string of Christmas lights. He had to just untangle all these numbers. And he found that there were so many mistakes made in the numbers process. These folks never should have qualified for this house with where they're currently at. So it's unfortunate. They're not going to be able to move forward in the house that they're wanting. But the big takeaway is if we would have gone with my preferred lender in the beginning, always take your agent's advice. They're professionals at this. This is why they survive in this industry. If we would have just gone with my original lender, he could have told them from the get-go that with where their current numbers stand, and I mean, hey, it's not anything to feel bad about. We've all had late payments. We've all had stuff that we couldn't pay in life, old medical bills, it is what it is. He could have told us that from the get-go and told us that it was not a good idea to sell because they can't afford to get in anything else credit-wise, So that wasn't something that happened. And instead, we're here. They're currently in a post-occupancy. They got to be out of their house in a few days and don't qualify for another home. And it's a situation that's avoidable. So the biggest takeaway from today's video is listen to your realtor. You hired them for a reason. And as a buyer's agent, you don't have to pay us, thousands of dollars to work with us like a seller does. If you're hiring a buyer's agent, you just take their advice, take their preferred lenders, because our paychecks depend on all of us working together well. And if we don't work well with someone, we don't take them with us to the next deal because they're going to say something wrong or do the wrong thing, and it's going to cost you, your ability to put food on the table. So when it comes down to us giving you advice, it's obviously to protect you, but everybody has skin in the game. And so now it's unfortunate, but all of us have lost in this deal. And I feel terrible for this family because they have to be out and they got no place to go. So just follow your realtor's advice. Your livelihood literally depends on it.
What's up, guys? Chris the Ocala Realtor here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the next one and don't forget to subscribe.